This DRB Media Communications digital news segment sponsored by HQ Chiropractic, serving the Permian Basin for 15 years, helping you recover from your auto and workplace injuries.
I'm Viridiana Marquez with DRB Media Communications digital news, and Danny Barrera has a story.
The recruits of Academy 17 began another phase of training. The recruits learned various procedures and techniques in crime scene investigation. Digital photography makes the evidence gathering much easier because the officer or investigator can take over 1,000 pictures of the scene.
We used film for years, and with 36 pictures, and now they have the capability of shooting, maybe up to 1,000 pictures with digital, and being able to look at the digital pictures that can actually see what they've done, where you might have a bad roll of film and not have anything. With digital, it's come a long ways.
The recruits learn how to use various powders for fingerprint gathering and pulling those fingerprints off of different surfaces from the scene.
And we're training them in crime scene investigations, how to process scenes for evidence, prints, do photographs, collection of evidence.
Pat Harris, crime scene technician, has over 16 years of experience and passes on his knowledge and experience to the recruits.
We're dealing with real-world consequences and real-world stuff, so it's going to take a whole lot longer. And when you have care and custody of a person's life, in any way, shape, or form, you need to be thorough and careful about it.
The Odessa Police Department's Academy 17 held another day of firearms training. The recruits were engaged in a week-long training session learning handgun and assault rifle safety and various shooting techniques.
The M16, it comes out when you need a long cover or if you need just a little bit more firepower. It comes out when if we have a barricaded subject or if we have to hold at a distance. It's a more accurate, more precise weapon that we can use.
The goal of the firearms training is to get the recruit qualified and proficient with the weapons before going out to work and patrolling the streets.
Well, these are the weapons that we're going to be carrying in our units when we're out on the streets. So the department's going to want us to know how to use them when we get out there on the streets, just in case we're ever put in that situation. We're not fumbling around guessing how to fire a weapon. We actually know how to use it, and we're proficient with it.
Academy Session 17 held the driving portion of their training. The recruits train in maneuvering techniques in pursuit situations and run through simulations that officers may encounter while patrolling the streets.
Right, so we drive every day, it's a normal thing, but whenever you're in the vehicle with lights and sirens going and you're going at speed, it makes everything a little bit more difficult to do. So being out here, we're figuring out how we can handle the vehicle better, accelerating, decelerating, making turns, and all while the lights and sirens are going.
There are a set number of hours that the recruits need for completion of the driving portion of the training. The goal is to feel comfortable with the police vehicle and reduce the amount of errors that the new officer may make in real-life situations.
We have 2 precision ones. We have a control braking. We have evasive maneuvers. We just have the precision ones are basically for vehicle placement, stuff like that, for hard turns.
The police driving training is done at 5 a.m. to simulate nighttime patrolling and nighttime situations. For DRB Media Communications Digital News, Danny Barrera. This DRB Media Communications digital news segment sponsored by HQ Chiropractic, serving the Permian Basin for 15 years, helping you recover from your auto and workplace injuries.
I'm Dr. Ben Quiroz. HQ Chiropractic has been serving the Permian Basin for 15 years, and we have seen minor and major injuries resulting from auto accidents and work injuries. When dealing with many of these injuries, it is best to start conservative in your care. At HQ Chiropractic, we will evaluate your condition and identify the root cause of your pain. We are equipped to handle your situation with digital x-ray, DTS traction, MLS laser, and much more. Come to HQ Chiropractic for your work and auto injuries.
Follow us, DRB Media Communications, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and now on DannyVisionEntertainment.com. For DRB Media Communications Digital News, Viridiana Marquez.